Welcome in, horror friends. How are we doing tonight? Today, whatever. I'm gonna give you a movie review, as I often do. I don't know why I feel like I'm just a little bit hyper tonight for some reason, but whatever. The movie I chose to do tonight is called The Autopsy of Jane Doe. This one is rated R. It's from 2016. It's an hour 26, so pretty good length. I like that. Rotten Tomato gave this 86%. Fans gave it 71%. So, not bad all around. I mean, it's pretty good for Rotten Tomatoes saying that a horror movie is really good. Well, let's go ahead and jump into the director. We got Andre Overdahl, who you may know directed. Wow, I'm trying to look at my notes and not look like I'm looking away. But Andre Overdahl directed the new film that I believe came out this year, The Last Voyage of the Demeter, which was pretty good. He also directed Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, which I enjoyed. So he's got a pretty good track record there. And then we've got writer Richard Yang, who wrote, wow, my handwriting's so bad. He did the screenwrite for The Nun 2 and also Eli. So he's got some stuff under his belt. The other co-writer was Ian B. Goldberg, which I couldn't find anything on him. The only thing I saw was Joyride, which was not the film that you're thinking of with, I think, Paul Walker, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, let's go ahead and dive deeper into this. We've also got actors here. We got Emile Hirsch. I really like this guy. He's a great actor. He was in the movie Freaks, which was kind of a weird sci-fi horror-ish film. And he was also in Into the Wild. It's not a horror film, but I think that's his best movie. That's just my opinion, though. Of course, you've got Brian Cox. I mean, you know who Brian Cox is. I would think. He's amazing. He's got that kind of voice. He was in Separation, just to give you some horror films. He's been in so many movies. He was also in Trick or Treat. He was the old asshole old man in Trick or Treat. Let's see, who else do we have here? Not a huge cast. Like, it's mainly just two people. Anyways, I'll just do one more actor and then we'll jump into this. So we also got Michael McElhatton. I always say his name wrong. He's from Game of Thrones. He's Tywin Lannister, the big daddy Lannister, but he plays a sheriff in this one. It's kind of an interesting role for him. But without further ado, I'll kind of jump into this. So the basis of this film is sheriff finds dead bodies, his crime scene, and it so happens that Brian Cox and Emile Hirsch, father-son, own this mortuary, or whatever you want to call it, cemetery, home, yeah, whatever. So they take in dead bodies, obviously, the morgue, yeah. And this time they bring in a Jane Doe. That they're like, it's just standard procedure. Just take care of the body, figure out the cause of death. And this one's a little bit not to get off track here. A little bit of a deeper film, like very kind of hits your emotions a little bit, or at least it did for me. I don't know. But I'll continue on. So they're taking this body in. The sheriff's like, it's blah blah blah. Get me all the information you have tonight. So they need to hurry up and get get this body figured out, cut her open, you know, examine exterior, interior of the body, see the cause of death, all that good stuff. And Emil Hirsch was about to go out with his girlfriend to a movie. Was I got to be here for my dad. And she's like, well, you know, you're not going to be here after a while, whatever, because he's going to leave because he doesn't feel like being the mortician. So he ends up staying anyways because he feels bad for his dad, and it seems like his mother committed suicide. So I think that's a really strong part of why Emil Hirsch is so big on like helping his dad and stuff, because it's really heavy. Anyway, so he ends up staying there, helping his dad with the body, and they start seeing weird stuff with his body, like stuff that you can't explain. I'm gonna try not to go into details with this because I want you to be like totally on the edge of your seat and like not knowing what's going up next. But I'll say a lot of weird stuff starts happening. There's a storm. The radio starts playing this song over and over again that seems a little too familiar in ways. And, oh man, this movie's creepy. I mean, you're in a, you know, with the corpses all around you, right? So that gives the creep factor. And then, like, the movie plays with the dead, like, in a very eerie way. Like, I'll just say there's a bell in this that, you know, when people were presumed dead but they weren't, and they would in the old days, they would tie a bell to their leg, so if they were still alive, they'd move their legs so that they wouldn't get buried alive, I think, or put in the refrigerator thing in the morgue. But this one progresses nicely. I mean, this cast is great. I love, I mean, Emil Hirsch and Brian Cox, such an awesome, unthought of combination. But yeah, so this, I mean, it's not a slow burn. I'd say it just has a really good story that keeps you in it, and it's kind of just like a mystery horror. As they're trying to figure out what's going on here, like, and as it goes on, it gets more and more crazy, more creepy, and sad. I'll say that this does tug on the heartstrings for me a little bit. Probably for you too, maybe. You'll let me know. But yeah, this is one of my favorite movies. I think probably definitely in my top 20 for sure all time. But that's the gist of it. I will say there's a lot of body removal, like organ removal, and blood and very gruesome imagery. So if you can't handle that, then yeah, this might not be for you. But I just, man, the way that they did this movie was fantastic. But that's all I got for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please subscribe. I would very much like that. Also, likes, comments are fantastic. And I look forward to giving you my next review. Good night.